What's happening? It's Truth Mercs. We finna get into some real truthful, controversial topics that'll blow your mind. And like I tell y'all all the time, think for yourself. Quit letting your oppressor tell you what is what. If I was your enemy, I would tell you very little truth and the rest gonna be lies. Stop being involved in Stockholm Syndrome, loving your oppressors. Wake up. I challenge y'all to use y'all minds. This is what this channel is about. I just started this YouTube channel. I don't know anybody that's doing what I'm doing right now. All these other camps and people talking about the same old nonsense. And I'm going to prove it with scripture. And I tell you when I feel like something is just coming from me or my own opinion. But we're going to start off with Eve. Because Eve isn't who y'all think she is. She's evil. She was evil towards Adam. And I'm going to prove to you that she slept with Satan. Yeah, she slept with Satan. It wasn't about no Eve eating no damn apple. So we're going to get into that. So, let's see. I like for y'all to go to Genesis 3:1. And that's what I'm going to start off at. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Most High had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath the Most High said that you shall not eat of every tree of the garden? Remember, tree don't always mean tree. It means, you got to read the context here. Trees are people too as well. Too, it said, and the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High has said, you shall not eat of it, neither shall you touch it, lest you die. Now, another thing, people think she was talking to a serpent. No, she was talking to Satan. He was a man. He shape-shifted into a man when he got through down here. If Eve seen Satan in his true form, she would have ran from him. I don't like snakes. I don't even know too many people that do like snakes. So when they say the serpent, they talking about Satan. He was in disguise as a man, and he came over there, sweet talking Eve, and Satan was a part of the tree, the forbidden tree that the Most High told her to stay away from. So that's what that means. And then another thing, when you got a homeboy that where you thought was a homeboy, and you say, oh, this old snake ass nigga, that don't mean he a snake. That just mean he do treacherous whole shit. That's what that mean. So Genesis 3:4, and the serpent said unto the woman, you shall not surely die. Satan lying. He said, for the Most High doeth know that in the day that you eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and you shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. Now, I made a video yesterday telling y'all what gods mean. It means idols. People get worship. That means anything in the place of the Most High. These celebrities are gods. They get lifted up. They get praised. So he lied to Eve right there. Genesis 3:6, when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. She not talking about no food being pleasant. She talking about when a woman think a man look good, that's basically what she's saying, that he was desirable. That's just like us when we looking at a woman and we feel like she look good. We're like, damn, she fine. You heard me? So it's pleasant to our eyes, and then it make us want to go, chase after her. And women these days, they want to desire to be over the man. They want to be powerful. They want to be wiser than the man. They want to be more knowledgeable to the man. And when it says she took of the fruit thereof, that means that she engaged in sexual activity with Satan. And we're going to keep reading. I'll prove the point. Genesis 3:7, and the eyes of them were both open, and they knew that they were naked. So how did you know you was naked? Because you transgressed. Think about a child when it's growing up. you'll have it in just his diaper, but as it starts to get older, they're starting to realize like, hey, I can't be walking around here like that. And you as a parent should be like, nah, put a shirt on, put some shorts on, put some socks on. See what I'm saying? So when Eve engaged in sexual activity, she fell from grace. Then she convinced Adam. If we go back to Genesis 3 and 6, it said, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. That's meaning that Eve convinced her husband to step out, to step out and fornicate with a heathen woman. You got to think, the Most High made Hebrews, and he allowed the devil to make his own race of people. They not gonna tell you that, but trust me and believe that. Satan made his own people. Because if you have a purebred race, which Adam and Eve, they was pure until she got contaminated. Her body got defiled by letting Satan go in unto her. It's gonna make sense once I break it all down to you. But just use your mind and think about what I'm saying. So back to 3:7, it says, and the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. So Adam fell from grace, and that's how you know that. That's how you know that a man can have more than one wife, because why would Eve convince her husband to go sleep with another woman if the Most High told Adam to be fruitful and multiply? You cannot multiply with one woman. You can only add to them. It's the same thing with Sarah and Abraham and Hagar. If it was so wrong, why we can't read in the Bible where the Most High punished Abraham? He didn't punish Abraham because he slept with Hagar. They'll tell you Hagar is an Egyptian woman, but she really wasn't. She was a Hebrew woman, because if she wasn't a Hebrew, then you would have heard about the Most High punishing him for that. The Most High punished Abraham because he hearkened to his wife instead of listening to him. Sarah got tired of waiting, so she said, just go ahead and enter inside Hagar. So those are the customs. Those are our customs, to have more than one wife. Only if you could take care of her, though. You can't just be out here lusting and, oh, I got this woman, that one, and this woman. So it's no different. So we in Genesis 3 and 8. And it says that, and they heard the voice of the Most High walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Most High amongst the trees of the garden. Yeah. And the Most High called unto Adam and said unto him, where art thou? And he said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself. They fell from grace. Once they did that, they knew they was naked. And he said, who told thee that thou was naked? Hast thou eaten of the tree whereof I commanded thee that thou shouldest not eat? And the man said, the woman whom thou gavest to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat. So he talking about, I don't know how many of you know who Lilith is, but Lilith was one of the people that Satan made. Those are his people. White woman. Lilith. Ain't no black woman, ain't no damn Lilith. So he ate. And then the Most High said unto the woman, what is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. First of all, that's bullshit. It ain't. Beguile means to trick. You knew better. Because if she didn't, let's go back up. Hold on. Let's go back up to Genesis in the beginning. Genesis 3:2. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High has said, you shall not eat of it, neither shall you touch it, lest she die. So if this woman is basically telling you that she knew that she wasn't supposed to be eating from the tree. So how did you get tricked into eating from the tree? How did you get deceived when you knew better? Let me put it into modern day terms for y'all, right? Check this out. Okay, if you are married to a woman and the man is to go out and be working, your wife gonna be at home. So you're thinking that she's at home. You don't know what she's doing. You can only give her the benefit of the doubt. You out there tilling the ground. You doing this. You doing that. You bringing the money back home. But the whole time she up here conversing with another man who she feel like is handsome in her eyes. So basically, Satan finessed Eve. He got in her ear, and then he went inside her. He knew her. Satan knew what he doing. He very tricky. He very crafty. He knows how to, he know how to finesse something to get to what he wants to. And he knew that would make the Most High mad by polluting his chosen people, the Negroes, the Hebrews. So that's why he did that. And once and it tells you in the lost books that in Jasher that if well, I gotta look it up again, but I got all my books right here. But a man is not to accept his wife if she has been defiled. Those are the laws and those are the customs of the Hebrew. If she step out on you, she's supposed to really get stoned and killed. You are not to accept her back. So she knew. So it wasn't, you got to think, the heathen, Revelation 22, 18 and 19, it said that he that take away from this book, he going to get hit with the plagues, and he that add unto it going to get his name taken out of the book of life. So this is our book. So the white man had to do all this to order and to keep us deceived. Yeah. Let's go back down to Genesis though. So it said, the serpent beguiled me and I did eat. The serpent didn't trick you because you knew better. You just chose to indulge in your fleshly lust. That's why you laid down with Satan. So Genesis 3 and 14, it says, and the Most High said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field. When he talk about cattle, beasts of the field, all the people that he made, the white man, out of the whites, the Hispanics, the Indians, the Chinese, all of them is a serpent seed, but the white man is the most cursed. It says, and above every beast of the field, upon our belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of our life. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman. Remember, I told y'all enmity means a hostile enemy. So they're going to be hostile enemies between each other. And between thy seed, Satan's seed, and her seed, really it's Adam's seed, because a woman don't have no seed. The kids come from the male, from the scrotum sac. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Don't that sound like Jacob and Esau? And unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. And to Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for thy sake. In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life. Now, cursed is the ground. So he told Esau he was gonna have Isaac told Esau that he gonna have the earth, all things in the earth that's good, big houses, all that money, all that good stuff. And then, and he gave him ruler over the form of weaponry. That don't just mean guns and grenades and rockets and all that stuff. That means anything. They weaponizing the food. They weaponizing the water. They weaponize everything. Clothes. Remember Tuskegee experiment? The white man gave the natives some clothes with syphilis on it. They using that as a weapon. That's what he gave to Esau to do. So he said, thou shalt not eat of it. Curses the ground for thy sake, and sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of our life. Thorns and thistles shall it bring forth to thee. Thorns and thistles, pain. Y'all up here eating these damn 1 cent Wendy's burgers and these 50-cent McDonald's burgers. That shit killing you, and it's not real meat. You're not even supposed to be eating meat anyways. And it says, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field. So that's telling you that Adam and Eve never was killing animals. They never was eating animals. The Most High is the same today, tomorrow, and forevermore. So he's not going to change. He ain't going to give you no leeway to call him a hypocrite or to contradict. That's why the white man has took our Bible and put all these contradictions in here to confuse you. He says the herb of the field. It didn't say go eat the cattle of the field. None of this. You're not even supposed to be eating nothing dead. A lot of y'all are cannibals. I was once guilty of it, but I got over that. I'm a vegan life. Y'all are the same as vultures. The only difference is vultures eat raw meat and y'all just cook y'all meat. That's the only difference. Genesis 3:19. In the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread till thou return unto the ground. For out of it wast thou taken, for dust thou art, and dust shalt thou return. And Adam called his wife's name Eve, because she is the mother of all living. The Bible, the Most High says it in the Bible, but I think, well, I take that back. I don't even believe the Most High said that. I think the white man, Revelation 22, 18 through 19, he took some shit out, because Eve is short for what? Evil. The woman was evil. She did some evil shit when she should have been stoned. She stepped out on her husband. 3:21, Genesis. Unto Adam also unto his wife did the Most High make coats of skin, and he clothed them. Why? Because they were naked. And the Most High said, behold, the man is become one of us to know good and evil. And now lest he put forth his hand and take also of the tree of life and eat and live forever. So they could have lived forever if they would have just listened to the Most High. But they contaminated. Why do you think, look, you have to always look back in ancient times, and you have to always look back up until now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's plenty of women out here deceiving men into thinking that that's their baby. And of course they gonna think it if they don't suspect a woman out here cheating. But that's what women do. It's nothing new under the sun. This shit been going on since the beginning of time. I'm reading it to y'all. I'm not making none of this shit up out the side of my neck. I'm reading it to you. So if a man think that that's his baby, he gonna think that's his baby. That's why he thought Cain was his baby, and Cain was really Satan's son, because Satan knew Eve, and they was together. And once they got kicked out of the Garden of Eden, he was with her all the time. So he thinking like, oh, this my son. Nah, it ain't. That ain't. Yeah, we gonna get to the real. Ain't nobody doing it like me. I ain't seen another nigga doing it like me. Genesis 3:23. Therefore the Most High sent him forth from the Garden of Eden to till the ground from where he was taken. We was made out of dirt, 75% water. We had the elements of the earth in us. We have gold in us, copper, carbon. We are made of electricity. Carbon and copper together, if you put them together, that makes electricity. Copper, that's brown. That's this skin tone. So he drove out the man, and he placed at the east of the Garden of Eden cherubims and a flaming sword, which they turned every way to keep the way of the tree of life. Now this is what we're gonna do. I have another point to prove. We're gonna go to Genesis 1. Let me break this down for y'all. Let's see. Now Genesis 1:1 says, in the beginning, the Most High created heaven and the earth. That's singular, not plural. Why did he create the heaven and the earth? Because he needed to create. He is unbegotten, meaning he wasn't created, so it was just him by himself. So he created the heavens. He created his begotten son, means the only chosen one, Yahweh. He created the Holy Spirit, and he created the holy angels. If he would have created all that together, you know, all the different forms of heaven, it would have said heavens. Yeah. Let me see. Let me go to Genesis. Genesis 1 and 26. And it says, and the Most High said, let us make man in our image. Who is our? That's the image of himself, his son, Yahushua, Holy Spirit, and the holy angels. I can name 4 of them right now for you. Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. See, why do you think he said let them make them in our image? Because a lot of y'all think that, oh, it was incest in the beginning. Oh, Adam and Eve made these persons so you can... No, if he the same today, tomorrow, evermore, forevermore, and he's telling you that he is not of incest, that's ludicrous to even think that. Think outside the box. That's why he told everybody they can make all Hebrew people, because they all was niggas. They different people. They don't know each other. I don't know a lot of Hebrews out here that I'm related to like that. That's why he made that. That's why he let everybody make who they made. And then he let Satan make his people. And he said, after our likeness. So the Most High is a Negro. And let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all earth, and over every creeping thing that creep upon the earth. So the Most High created man in his own image. The image of the Most High created he, him, male, and female. He created them. And the Most High blessed them and said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it and have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the fowl of the air and over every living thing that moveth upon earth. Easy. Now watch this. And so with all them creating all them different people, you know, the Most High created his people, Adam and Eve. Yahushua created his Hebrews. The Holy Spirit created his Hebrews, and the holy angels created they Hebrews. So the garden was surrounded with nothing but Hebrew men and Hebrew women. And they told them to stay away from the serpent seed. That's what he told them. They didn't listen. So we on Genesis 4 and 1, back to the Adam and Eve, right? So it says, and Adam knew Eve, his wife. She conceived. And she conceived. Conceive means to make the baby. To make. And bear Cain. If you barren, that means that, you know, a woman is going through pain. She got to bear the pain of pushing the baby out. So it says she bare Cain and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. Also know Lord means Satan. And she not talking about it in a good context either. And then look, Genesis 4 and 2, and she again bare his brother Abel. It didn't say conceive to make again. So that's telling you right there, Cain and Abel are twins. That went right over your head, because it went over mine when I first started, you know, learning how to do it. Remember, conceive means to make. Let's go back to Genesis 4 and 1. And Adam knew Eve, his wife. He knew Eve like Satan knew Eve. He went in unto her, and she conceived. She conceived, meaning he made the babies, and bare Cain. She had to push Cain out and said, I've gotten a man from, they say Lord, but it's really Satan. And she again bare his brother Abel. And Abel was a keeper of the sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. Now, if you put it into modern day times, and I'm pretty sure all of y'all done seen this, but a woman can get pregnant for 2 different men and twins at the same time. They can. This is proof. Go look it up. I'm not capping. If a woman is stepping out on her husband and another man make a baby, they could do that, and then the husband could make a baby, and then they'll be the twins. Okay, Genesis 4 and 3. Remember, I always put times of old into what's going on right now, so it can make sense to you. If it's going on right now, that means it was going on back then. It's nothing new under the sun. And in the process of the time, it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Most High. And Abel, he also brought the firstlings of his flock and the fat thereof. And the Most High had respect unto Abel and his offering. Now, if check this, just hear me out. Now, if Cain was a Hebrew, which he wasn't, he was the serpent seed. That's why the Most High didn't say he had no respect for Cain. So if Cain ain't never did nothing to you, why wouldn't you have respect for Cain? Why wouldn't you? That don't make no sense. He said he had respect to Abel. Because Abel bought the firstlings of his flock. And he not talking about no sheep. He talking about it's a metaphor for Abel brought the Hebrews that were wanting to serve the Most High. That's why he loved that, because the Most High loved anybody that you bring towards him, that if they was in sin or they was doing something and you bring them to him, he gonna congratulate you. We ain't really no sheep. Sheep are dummies. Go study a sheep. Sheep are dumb. That's when they talk about a shepherd and the sheep. That means because a shepherd is gonna lead his people. We really lions and lionesses. Tribe of Judah, the lion. We ain't no damn dumb goofy sheep. A sheep will follow anybody. And unfortunately, this day and age, you can use the metaphor for that for our people, because they'll just follow anything. They follow their oppressors. They follow all this damn dumbass chakra shit. They follow anything except for the Most High. Because, to be honest, to live the Bible in truth and sincerity, that's too hard for your average Hebrew. They done got used to everything being easy. That's what the heathen do. They want everything easy. That's why they couldn't build this damn country up. They had to get niggas to do it. And it says, and Abel, he also brought the firstlings of his flock and the fat thereof, and the Most High had respect unto Abel and his offering, because he was offering his flock, his gang of people. That's what it means. That's in code. That's what it means. The Most High talking code. Don't we talking code right today? If I say, I gotta go take a dump, or if I gotta go say I gotta go take a shit and I am the shit, did I say the same thing? No, I use the same word, but it's used in different terms. Genesis 4:5. But unto Cain and to his offering, he had no respect. He didn't respect that nigga Cain, because that was really the seed of Satan. He hates Satan, and Satan hates the Most High. Think about it. Cain didn't do nothing for him, for the Most High to say that he didn't like him, besides the fact that he was the serpent seed. So why would the Most High just hate this man? Come on, use your brain. And Cain was very wroth. He was angry, and his countenance fell. Countenance is the face. It fell. And the Most High said unto Cain, why art thou mad? Well, wroth. And why is our countenance falling? Genesis 4:7. If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door. A door is an opening to your soul. And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. So he telling you, sin, it rules over him because he is naturally wicked. And it lies at his door. But righteousness lies at the door of Abel, because that was the true seed of the Hebrews, which that Adam, that was really his first son. His first son wasn't Cain, it was Abel. Genesis 4:8. And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him. He killed him. And the Most High said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not, I am my brother's keeper. Nigga lied, goofy. How you gonna lie to the Most High? Nigga knew what you was doing. And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood cried unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. The opening of the earth, that's the grave, that's the dirt. You going back where we going back from where we came. And now thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth. And Cain said unto the Most High, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in earth, and it shall come to pass that everyone finds me shall slay me. And the Most High said unto him, therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Most High set a mark upon Cain, the mark of the beast, lest any finding him should kill him. Now, check this out. We're going to jump down to 4:17. And it says, and Cain knew his wife, and she conceived. That means they made the baby. And bare Enoch. So she pushed out Enoch, and he built a city and called the name of the city after the name of his son Enoch. And unto Enoch was born Irad. So let's just go back to when I was telling you about how, you know, how Cain and Abel was born. He just made Enoch. So if Enoch did have a twin, you would have had to read between the context to get understanding to know, you know, of what he was talking about. Now, I'm going to go into the book of Jasher to you so I can get way more deeper with this. Jasher is really pronounced Hayashar. That means the book of the just. These are the lost books right here. That's why I say study to show ourselves approved. If you don't know nothing, your enemy can teach you and tell you whatever. And if you don't know no better, you're just going to take it and believe with it because it sounds good. Right? Am I lying? Okay. It's first chapter. It says, the boys grew up. Their father gave them a possession in the land. Cain was a tiller of the ground, and Abel was a keeper of the sheep. After a few years, they brought an offering to the Most High. Cain brought the fruit of the ground, and Abel brought the first fat lambs of his flock. Lambs is white. Always remember, white stands for purity, and it also stands for leprosy, and leprosy isn't good. It's like it's a good love, and it's a good hate, and it's a bad love, and it's a bad hate. That means that if you love the Most High, which is of righteousness, that's a good love, and if you hate evil, that's a perfect hatred. But if you hate the Most High, that's an evil hate, and if you love wickedness, that's an evil love. Yeah. And like it said, Abel brought the first fat lambs of his flock, meaning he brought his people to the Most High. And Cain brought the fruit of the ground. Remember it said the ground was cursed? Yeah. So Cain brought his descendants that Satan had already made. The Most High he don't mess with no type of evil. That's why he didn't want what Cain was offering him. And it says the Most High preferred Abel's offering. A fire came down from the Most High from heaven and consumed it. And the Most High did not like Cain or his offering. Why you don't like Cain or his offering? Because he the serpent seed. As he had brought the inferior fruit of the ground to the Most High. Satan's fruit is unfruitful. They are naturally wicked. That's why he telling him he said he did not like Cain or his offering or his people. That's what he was offering. As he has brought the inferior fruit of the ground to the Most High. So Cain was jealous of his brother Abel, really envious. And he looked for a reason to kill him. Sometime later, Cain and his brother Abel went to the field to do their work. They were both in the field, Cain tilling and plowing his ground, Abel feeding his flock, his people. And the flock walked over there where Cain had plowed in the ground, which greatly upset Cain. So Cain angrily approached his brother Abel and said, where is there between you and me that you come to live and bring your flock to graze in my land? And Abel answered his brother Cain, what is there between me and you that you eat the flesh of my sheep? And he telling you, Cain is a cannibal. Let's break it down. Cannibal. Cain and Abel. Cannibal. That's why he said you eat the flesh of my sheep. You eating the flesh of my people. And dress yourself in a wool. That was the hair. Clothes. What you make clothes out of? Wool, right? Cotton, all that? Okay, cool. Now take off my sheep's wool you are wearing and pay me for their produce as well as the flesh you have eaten. And after you, and always remember, when these white people go out and they eat steaks, they still like it with the blood in it. They love blood. That's why I was talking about the blood of Jesus, the blood. Man, nigga, I don't want no nigga blood on me. No. They love blood. They love drinking blood. That's what Satanists do. They drink blood. That's why they talk all that blood shit all the time. Man, that shit crazy. And he said, and you will pay me for their produce as well as the flesh you have eaten. And after you will have done this, then I will leave your land. Cain said to his brother Abel, if I kill you today, who will require your blood from me? Abel answered Cain, surely the Most High who has made us on the earth will avenge me, and he will require my blood from you if you kill me. The Most High is the judge and the one with the power to decide a dispute. The Most High is the one who will pay man back for evil, and the wicked man for the wickedness that he does on the earth. But now, if you kill me here, surely the Most High knows your secret intentions and will judge you for the evil you threatened to do to me. When Cain heard what Abel, his brother, said, he was very angry. Cain took the iron part of his plow and suddenly struck his brother and killed him. Cain spilled Abel's blood on the earth. You know, if somebody busts our lip, blood leaking out. They do us something bad, blood gonna leak. So Abel's blood streamed on the earth in front of the flock. His blood spewed out in front of all his people. You got to think, the Most High always leave witnesses. So it ain't just his word, it's other people who witnessed it. Just like in the last day, it's a remnant going to be left. All Hebrews ain't going to be here. It's going to be some who die for the Most High and for Yahushua. And then he going to scarcely save the rest that are left here. He leaving this here so when the battle of Armageddon here, they'll have witnesses to say that, oh, they the one who seen it. That's why I tell you in the Bible to have more than one witness. Yeah. And it says, afterwards Cain was sorry for killing his brother. He was extremely distressed, and he most upset and wept over him. You know what they say about Esau, he sought tears carefully, but you know that was fake. Cain dug a hole in the field and put his brother's body in it and covered it with dirt. The Most High knew what Cain had done to his brother. The Most High appeared to Cain and said to him, where is Abel your brother? Cain hid his emotions and said, I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper? The Most High said to him, what have you done? Your voice of your brother's blood cried to me from the ground where you killed him. You killed your brother and you hid what you did from me and thought that I did not see or knew of your actions. But you killed your brother for nothing just because he spoke the truth to you. And don't people hate the truth nowadays? They'll come up with all these reasons to go around the truth. Man, come on. And so now you are cursed from the ground, which opened his mouth to receive your brother's blood from you, and in which you buried him. From now on, when you till it, it will not produce for you as it did in the beginning, but it will produce thorns and thistles, and you will move and wander over the earth until the day you die. Then Cain left the Most High's presence, and he moved and wandered in the land to the east of Eden. He and all who belonged to him. That's telling you right there. Cain and his people. They left. It wasn't just no Cain and Abel. It was people around witnessing this shit. Cain had relations with his wife, and she conceived and bore a son. Cain called him Enoch. Yeah. And that's in the book of Jasher. Now, I encourage y'all to go get these lost books, because if you do not get the lost books, you will never fully understand what the Bible is saying. Because these revised Bibles, which I told y'all before, it means change. The white man took a lot of stuff out and he put a lot of stuff in there. It don't make sense. It's just like I can tell y'all about Esau, how he killed Nimrod. When it said he came back to Jacob begging him, he said he was out of breath. But you got to question, like, what was you out of breath from? What was you doing? The Bible don't tell you that. That's why you got to go get the lost books. He who read is blessed. Study to show thyself approved. That's what the Bible say. Yeah. So, for you people who think that this is going back to we're not supposed to eat animals and these sacrifices, let me show y'all something. Go to Psalm 51, 16 through 18. Let me show y'all something. Watch this. It says, "For thou desirest not sacrifice, else would I give it. Thou delightest not in burnt offering." They telling you that the Most High don't want none of that. Why would he make something and then you kill an animal, slice his neck open? That's all of that bullshit is Satanism. They drink goat's blood and cut the neck of goats and be hanging them up in their backyard. The Most High don't want that. He don't get down like that. Only Satan's seed do that type of shit. Not the Hebrews. We are not to do that. They doing it though, unfortunately. Now it says, the next passage is Psalm 51:17. It says, "The sacrifices of the Most High are a broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart," which the heart is the mind. You got to read the context. "O Yahweh, thou will not despise." So it's saying if you come to him with a broken spirit and a broken, contrite heart, he will not hate that. He love that. He don't want you bringing no damn goat to him or no cow or no horse and cutting his neck and eating it and drinking blood. That's all this book. That's nonsense. "Do good in our pleasure unto Zion. Build thou the walls of Jerusalem." Go to Exodus 30:9 for me. I'm going to teach y'all something. Another verse. "You shall offer no strange incense thereon, nor burnt sacrifice, nor meat offering, nor shall you pour drink offering thereon." The offering of blood, drinking, because people drinking. So when you reading about Abel and it said he brought his first flocks, lambs and all that, he didn't bring no damn lambs to the Most High and sacrifice them. He didn't do that. Man, and if you look up sacrifice, it means to slaughter for sacrifice, to slaughter for eating, to kill a victim of idolatrous sacrifice, Acts 7:41, of animals or other sacrifices. Satan requires sacrifice. He loves blood. Let's go to Exodus 5:17. So Cain and Ophano, he was talking about his people, his flock of people. And it says, "But he said, you are idle. You are idle. Therefore you say, let us go and do sacrifice to the Lord." But they really talking about Satan, because Satan won't sacrifice. That's why you got to make a sacrifice when you trying to be rich. Like he took Yahushua up to the mountains and said, you know, he tempted him to sacrifice to him. Just do this. Oh, I'll give you everything of the world you ever want. It's the same thing see these celebrities doing. It's nothing new under the sun. That's why all these niggas' family members be coming up dead, because they got to make their sacrifice whenever the Illuminati want them to come around and do their sacrifice. Yeah. And what, hold on, let me read to y'all what else. Hold on, let me go. Leviticus 7:3. And if you try to say something about, oh, he do, if you see a contradiction in the Bible, just know that that's Satan. So if they tell you that they will sacrifice, that's cap, that's BS. And if you don't believe that, then you calling the Most High, you calling him a hypocrite, and he is not that. Yeah, and it says the sacrifice of fools. That's Ecclesiastes. Hold on, I went to the wrong scripture. 5:1, Ecclesiastes. Let me see. Yeah, keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High, and be more ready to hear than to give sacrifice of fools. For they consider not that they do evil. So they don't think it's evil that they sacrificing their soul. If you look up, hold on, where is it? Dictionary. Well, if you look up sacrifice and let me see. If you look up sacrifice in the dictionary, it says sacrificing someone or an object to a deity. Do you know that a deity is a god or a goddess? That is Satan. That means a male, a warlock, or a female witch. That's why y'all shouldn't even use the word sacrifice, because you're sacrificing to Satan. And when they speak of sacrifice in the Bible, when it pertains to the Most High, all he telling you is you gotta give up your ways of the world, because a lot of people don't want to stop eating dead shit. A lot of people don't want to stop going to the club. A lot of people don't want to wear their fringes, as they should. A lot of people don't want to do that. They want to keep living worldly and then going to church and thinking that they're good. Man, you on your way to hell. Trust and believe that. The Sibylline Oracles. This is one of the lost books. It's chapter 8 and 390 verse. It says, I have no need of your sacrifice or libation or polluted burnt offerings, which you do, cook meat right, or most hated blood, for they will do these things to the memory of kings and tyrants, for dead demons, as if they were heavenly beings performing unholy and destructive worship. We're not supposed to be doing no sacrifice. So that's how you know that Abel wasn't bringing no damn real lambs to the Most High. He was bringing his people so they can get sanctified and saved. Let me see this. And like I said, there's no account of Adam and Eve eating anything dead. It said they ate the fruit of the earth. Let's see. We're going to go to Genesis. Here's another point to prove that we're not supposed to be eating nothing dead. Now it says, when Jacob saw that there was corn in Egypt, Jacob said unto his sons, why do you look one upon another? And he said, behold, I've heard that there is corn in Egypt. Get you down there and buy for us from thence, that we may live and not die. And Joseph's 10 brethren went down to buy corn in Egypt. Now, they had flocks. They had animals. They had cattle. So when they was going through a famine, if we was really supposed to eat animals, why they didn't just keep their animals and kill them, cut them up and eat them? That's because we wasn't supposed to be doing none of that. Yeah. And look up the word deity. Deity is the state of being a god or goddess, a demon, sacrificing, offering as of a life or object to a deity. So you selling your soul to get riches, basically. Let's see. We finna go to Genesis. Let me see. I think I read this to y'all already. Yeah, so we're going to go back to the fact of how most people be saying, oh, they had to populate the earth, oh, we had to sleep with our brothers and our sisters. Hell no, that's some bullshit. I already brought y'all to Genesis 1:26 through 28. Now we're going to go to Leviticus. Let me show y'all. It's why it's contradictions in the Bible now, because this white man, he want to do all this bullshit and have y'all brains, messed up. And I told y'all the Most High is the same today, tomorrow, and forevermore. Okay. It says, none of you shall approach to any that is near of kin to him to uncover their nakedness. I am the Most High. The nakedness of thy father or the nakedness of thy mother. So you ain't supposed to, if you a daughter of your father, you're not supposed to be sleeping with your father. And if you a son to your mother, you ain't supposed to be laying with your mother. Thou shalt not uncover. She is thy mother. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. The nakedness of thy father's wife shall not uncover. It is thy father's nakedness. The nakedness of thy sister, the daughter of thy father, or the daughter of thy mother, whether she be born at home or born abroad, even the nakedness thou shalt not uncover. The nakedness of thy son's daughter, or of thy daughter's daughter, even the nakedness thou shalt not uncover, for theirs is thy own nakedness. The nakedness of thy father's wife, begotten of thy father, she is thy sister, thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's sister. She is thy father's near kinswoman. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister, for she is thy mother's near kinswoman. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's brother. Thou shalt not approach to his wife. She is thine aunt. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy daughter-in-law. She is thy son's wife. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife. It is thy brother's nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter, neither shalt thou take her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter to uncover her nakedness, for they are her near kinswoman. It is wickedness. Now, if you don't believe none of this, go through Leviticus 18, 6 through 30, and it is telling you all about how you are not supposed to do incest, that the Most High is the same today, tomorrow, and forevermore. So I'm proving my point on everything. If you got eyes to see, see. If you got ears to hear, hear me. Because I'm preaching about, I've never been on the internet seeing nobody. The only nigga that I've seen got kicked off the internet was Brother Yerushalayim, because he was preaching the truth. All these other niggas on the internet, and this ain't, and the people that I deal with, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't no shot at y'all. But it's the shot to the people that I don't. So at the end of the day, you have to think outside the box. Quit being so simple-minded. Y'all gonna stay on milk forever? No, you can't do that. You cannot do that. So basically, I done just showed y'all today that Cain is the first son of Satan, and that Eve stepped out on her husband. Let me tell you something. It's so many instances where these women have stepped out on their husband. You have to read between the lines, because at the end of the day, the Bible not going to tell you that. And the woman don't want to hear that shit anyways. They already don't deal with the Bible. Yeah. I can show you with Isaac and Rebekah. Esau wasn't Isaac's first son. That was Satan. It's nothing new under the sun. Rebekah is doing the same shit that Eve did to her husband. The same thing. And if y'all, and look, and if y'all think that you supposed to be doing incest, or you think the Most High is for incest, man, Lot wasn't no righteous nigga. That nigga was wicked. That's how you know. The white man loved incest. That's why he put in the Bible that, oh, Lot was a righteous man. That nigga wasn't righteous. They go back to Revelation 22, 18 through 19. He would take out of the book and add into it. That's all he done did. Nigga, you let your daughters get you drunk and you lay down and had sex with them. There's nothing righteous about that shit. Then you was living in Sodom and Gomorrah. And then your wife turned back and she got turned into sulfur. The Most High wasn't playing. It ain't that she looked back at me. When I say she looked back, she went back to Sodom and Gomorrah. They had a nice house out there. They was around wickedness. What nigga you know gonna tell some fruitcakes that's banging on his door talking about bring them in out so we'll get to know them, and then you try to offer your daughter? What kind of shit is that? Do you think the Most High would want you to devour your daughter? No, there's nothing righteous about Lot. That's why it's certain people walking around this earth now that's cursed. What people y'all know look alike? Them goddamn slanty-eyed Moabites, them Chinese people. Because they are cursed because of Lot. Go look at a baby that got Down syndrome. It don't matter what race they Negro, they Mexican, they white, they whatever. They all look the same. They retarded look like this. That's because you're not supposed to be having incest sex. And the Most High punished that nigga Lot for that shit. Yeah. I'm challenging y'all. Think. Wake up. This is not a game. Yeah, so basically back to the subject of matter. I exposed to y'all that Eve slept with Satan. It wasn't about her eating no damn apple. The bitten apple just means that she rebelled against the Most High and she rebelled against her husband. That's what you see on the back of the iPhone. It just means rebellious. It tell you that we are stiff-necked people, meaning we stubborn. Yeah, that Eve had sex with Satan. Cain was Satan's first son. Abel wasn't making no sacrifices to the Most High. He wasn't sacrificing no lamb or no none of that. The lambs just mean his flock of people, his other Hebrews that when they was in the Garden of Eden, the people that the Most High made, the people that Yahweh made, the Holy Spirit made, and the holy angels they made. The flock of his people, his Hebrews. He didn't care about Cain people because Cain people is them white people, them Mexicans, them Chinese. Anybody that's not a Negro, that's who is the serpent seed. Yeah, but the head of the serpent seed is the Edomites, the white man. And I exposed to y'all that Cain and Abel are twin brothers. Conceive means to make. Bear means to push him out. Just go try all the verses that I done gave y'all. I don't got no reason to make this up. I fear the Most High, so why would I go to the extreme of telling y'all some lies? It's to wake y'all up. We are in the last days. It's something coming around the corner in the next week or two. Wake up. Because y'all think just because y'all ain't killed nobody or did this, and that, y'all think, man, King David got to heaven, and he was a big killer. He chopped off Goliath's head. The hell you talking about? That was a man after the Most High's own heart. He was a killer. He went to heaven. Or he gonna be in heaven when it's all said and done. Shit, Peter sliced the nigga ear off for Yahweh Shah. Judas didn't, because he was a rat. And you niggas out here promoting some Charleston White ratting shit. No, nigga, I ain't about no ratting. Point blank, period. And then I also proved to y'all that Cain was a cannibal. Cain and Abel, cannibal. He ate he really, to be honest, he really killed Abel and ate his flesh and buried his bones in the ground. Because he liked blood. And he's that demonic. That's what he did. He sacrificed him to Satan. He killed them. And that's what happened. He had to make his sacrifice to his father. So he killed Abel. Ate his blood, ate his flesh, and buried him in the ground. And yeah, like I said, they twins. So, y'all, I'm out. I'm gonna figure another a deep topic to talk to y'all about. But it's so much deep stuff that I know, it's crazy. Let me tell y'all something else. I ain't no Indians, no damn. They're not us. They're not Hebrews. It says black slaves, Indian masters. That black man don't look like that Indian woman. We have nothing in common. That's why the Most High tell y'all to read. These are the Dead Sea Scrolls. This is the book of Josephus. This will tell you who Sakari is. Sakari is a murderer and a thief. Go ask a Hispanic nigga what Sicario mean in Spanish. It means a hitman. They got a movie out about that. Old movie. Antonio Banderas, I think I want to say. That's why they tell y'all not to read these books. Because they don't want y'all to put two and two together. They don't want y'all reading the Apocrypha. They don't want y'all to read from Babylon to Timbuktu. They don't want y'all reading the Pseudepigrapha, where they got all the lost books, 4th Edra, Baruch, Jubilees, Jasher. Yeah, these big old books, I done read all of them. It's another lost books book. Yeah. Like I told you, go get you a Zondervan Bible dictionary so you can know stuff. Study to show thyself approved. Read. I'm not making none of this out the side of my neck, man. I'm trying to help my people. Mine. Nobody else. When you see the Church of Satan, what color people you see? You might see 1 or 2 black people in the shit, but it's predominantly white. Because they serving their master. It's Satan. You not to mix your blood with no white woman. The ones they call Indians, them ain't no damn Indians, they're natives. Indians is them people that come from India. That thank you, come again, them people. You know what I'm saying? That's who them people is. We ain't them. We ain't no damn Mexicans. And when they saying, oh, all this old 12 tribes chart shit, it ain't no damn 12 tribes, nothing. It's only one nation of people, and that's the Hebrews. See, what y'all got to misunderstood is that if you have a black man that was raised up in Mexico, if niggas is saying that, that's what they mean. You just have to be a nigga that was born in Mexico. When we came from the Atlantic slave trade, you got all them people in DR. That's why you see some of them beautiful women over there. They mixed up with Spaniards and it's niggas. That's really all it is. That don't make you a nigga because your father is a nigga. Them camps be out there talking about, oh, you are what your father is. So if your father lay down with an alligator, that mean that mean you still a Hebrew? No, you become artificial. You're not authentic anymore. You are what you are as if your father's a Hebrew and your mother's a Hebrew. You are not to mix your blood at all. That is an illicit sex act. That's what a mamzer is, a mixed breed nigga. He told me, oh, I'm black, my daddy black. Nigga, no, you not. Your mama a Moabite. She Chinese. You're artificial from that point. People, wake up and think. Because we in the last days and the Most High not playing. I know why Jacob getting shot with their hands up. Why they going to jail for nothing? That's because we ain't keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Keep it. Because if you don't, you doomed. I don't got many. I just started my page, but hopefully this could wake somebody up. A lot of well, not somebody, but a lot of Hebrews up. But I don't expect it to. Because our people is a stubborn, stiff-necked people. So I'm done. I'm out. I'll see y'all when I see you.